Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Gurmala Kapoor with the Midday News. The headlines. Electioneering gains momentum for the first phase of assembly elections in Chhattisgarh. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu says India and Zimbabwe must work harder to forge partnerships for a mutually beneficial, brighter future. Ayush Minister Sripad Yeso Naik stresses on need for using modern technologies to promote Ayurveda in the country. Security beefed up around Sabrimala Shrine in Kerala in view of tomorrow's special puja. And in sports, Subhankar Day to meet Britain's Rajiv Usep in the summit clash of the Zarlor-Lux Open Badminton in Germany today. And in cricket, T20 match between India and the West Indies to be played at Kolkata this evening. In Chhattisgarh, electioneering has gained momentum in 18 constituencies which go to the polls in the first phase on the 12th of this month. Our correspondent reports that star campaigners of various political parties are visiting Bastar and Rajnandgaon areas to garner support for their candidates.
Campaigning has intensified for the first phase of polling in Chhattisgarh. BJP President Amit Shah will today address 3 election meetings in a row in Khairagarh, Khujji and Kondagaon assembly segments. Bahujan Samaj Party Chief Mayawati will also address public meeting today at Akaltara and Ambikapur to canvass support for her party candidates. Out of the 18 constituencies which are going for poll in first phase, 12 are in Bastar division and 6 are in Rajnandgaon district. Most of these constituencies are affected by left-wing extremism. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
Chhattisgarh has a total of 90 constituencies. 72 seats will go to polls in the second phase on the 20th of this month. In Madhya Pradesh, the Election Commission has decided to print maps of the polling booths at the back of voter slips so that people can get the location of the centre where they can vote. Polling will take place on the 28th of this month. Counting of votes will take place on the 11th of next month. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The Election Commission has taken several steps to facilitate voters, like for the first time, the voter slip will be delivered 5 days before the date of polling to voters' house by booth level officer. As per the Election Commission's directive, the size of the voter slip will be larger than before. In addition to the map of the polling booth, other important information will be printed on the back side of the voter slip. The official voter slip will also be valid for the identification of voters at the polling booth. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that India and Zimbabwe must work harder to progress together and forge partnerships for a mutually beneficial and brighter future. Mr. Naidu was addressing the India-Zimbabwe Business Forum in Harare last evening. He urged captains of industry of both countries to tap the natural synergies and complementarities between the two economies for mutual benefit. Mr. Naidu said,
Zimbabwean companies can take advantage of the current high growth trajectory of the Indian economy. India is on the move. The entire world has recognized and they are all now willing and trying and also doing business with India. Indian companies could form partnership in Zimbabwe both for the domestic economy and for the wider Southern African development community.
The Vice President highlighted the key areas with the potential for two-way trade and investment between the two countries, including mining, information and communication technology, pharmaceuticals, agriculture and defence. Ayush Minister Sripad Yeso Naik has stressed on the need for use of modern technologies to promote Ayurveda in the country. Inaugurating a 2-day national seminar on entrepreneurship and business development in Ayurveda in New Delhi today, Mr. Naik said the government has taken several new initiatives in the last 4 years to increase the market size of Ayurveda. He said 20 lakh medicines in Ayurveda are available in the country. Mr. Naik said the seminar is organized to encourage young entrepreneurs to use modern technologies and to highlight the opportunities at a global level. Mr. Naik said,
अत्याधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ आयुर्वेदा को बढ़ावा देना चाहिए। डिजिटल इंडिया के साथ जुड़ के आयुर्वेदा में कई अन्वेषण किए जा सकते हैं। टेलीमेडिसिन, मोबाइल ऐप, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, इस प्रकार के अलग अलग तरीके अपनाए जा सकते हैं जिससे हम आयुर्वेदा को नई दृष्टि से पेश कर सकते हैं और प्रचार प्रसार इसका अच्छी तरह कर सकते हैं।
Speaking on the occasion, CEO Niti Aayog Amitabh Kant urged members to maintain the medicinal purity of Ayurveda. He said Ayurvedic medicine is India's biggest gift to the world and there is massive opportunity in it. He said,
medicinal centers have to maintain medicinal purity of Ayurveda, because if we dilute the medicinal purity of Ayurveda, it will have long-term damage. And this is very important. Ayurveda is unique because in Ayurveda, the body is considered to be a blend of the 5 basic elements: sky, water, earth, air and fire.
The Punjab police have arrested a border security force, BSF Jawan, for allegedly spying for Pakistan. The case was registered in Firozpur on the basis of a complaint filed by a BSF officer. According to the complaint, the accused, Sheikh Riazuddin, was sharing secret information with an operative of Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI. Police said they have recovered 2 mobile phones and 7 SIM cards from his possession. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. In Kerala, security has been beefed up around the Sabrimala shrine in view of tomorrow's special puja. Prohibitory orders came into force in the nearby places of the temple from midnight. The orders have been issued to prevent any untoward incident in the wake of the recent Supreme Court order allowing women of all age groups to enter the temple. The prohibitory orders will be in force till Tuesday. More from our correspondent.
According to the police, the temple premises is under heavy security cover in the backdrop of violent protests last month against the entry of young women. As of now, around 1,850 police officers, including commandos, are deployed. The security arrangements are being monitored by Additional Director General of Police, Anil Kant. State Police Chief Loknath Behra said that the restriction imposed for media would be eased once all the security arrangements are in place. Shamila, for AER News, Thiruvananthapuram.
In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 persons, including a minor girl, were killed and 5 others injured in weather-related incidents in Jammu region. A 9-year-old girl was killed and 3 members of a nomadic family injured when a landslide struck near their tent in Chatyar village of Rajouri district last night. A villager was killed and his daughter and uncle injured during thunderstorm and lightning in Katra area of Riyasi district. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The authorities have rescued over 500 people from Jawahar Tunnel area and Peer Ki Gali of the Mughal Road who were trapped due to heavy snowfall. The traffic on Jammu-Srinagar National Highway stands suspended since last night as there have been landslides and slippery conditions at various places in Ramban district. However, after remaining suspended for a day, the air service between Jammu and Kashmir Valley was restored this morning. The upper reaches have experienced moderate to heavy snowfall as the rains have been lashing the region for last 3 days. With R. Kirana, Yogesh Sharma, AIR News, Jammu.
Reports of damage to standing fruit orchards and crops in the south, central and northern areas of Kashmir have been received. In Uttarakhand, temperatures have dropped by 4 to 5 degrees Celsius following snowfall at the higher reaches and light rain at other places in the state. Reports of heavy snowfall have been received from the Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri and Yamunotri shrines during the last 24 hours. In Kedarnath, the SDRF team has been engaged to clear the snow as pilgrims are still coming there to perform puja. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to visit Kedarnath on Deepavali. He will perform puja archana at the shrine. Portals of the Kedarnath shrine will be closed on the 9th of this month for the winter season. The air pollution level in the national capital continues to remain in the poor category. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, the CPCB, the air quality index was recorded at 209 this afternoon. The air quality in Delhi is expected to remain in the poor category till tomorrow. Meanwhile, the CPCB has opened a social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook asking people to lodge complaints on air pollution incidents in Delhi and adjoining areas. All construction activities involving excavation have been stopped. Our correspondent reports that action has been taken against violators.
The government has launched a 10-day-long clean air campaign to monitor and report polluting activities as well as to ensure quick action. Under the campaign, around 80 lakh rupees penalty has been imposed on violators in the last 2 days in Delhi NCR. The highest number of complaints were related to illegal construction and demolition activities. The Central Pollution Control Board team are visiting different parts of the city to keep an eye on the violators. With Divakar from Delhi, Gulshan Rawat, AIR News.
The Janani Shishu Suraksha Yojana, a flagship program of the central government, is doing well in Punjab. The scheme is an initiative to assure free services to all pregnant women and sick neonates. The scheme envisages free and cashless services to pregnant women, including for normal deliveries and caesarean operations, as also for treatment of sick newborns in all government healthcare centres across the state. Here is a ground report from our Chandigarh correspondent.
The centre has spent around 5 crore rupees on Janani Suraksha program in Punjab. In Pathankot district alone, around 56 lakh rupees spent on this program this year. The woman beneficiary said,
मेरी बहू प्रेग्नेंट थी, जो भी यहाँ अपना इसका ट्रीटमेंट चलाया बड़े ढंग से हुआ और जब परसों इसकी डिलीवरी की बारी आई तो बड़े अच्छे ढंग से जो यहाँ का स्टाफ है, डॉक्टर है, और इतना कि यहाँ तक कि आज तक हमने एक भी पैसे की दवाई बाहर से नहीं ली। इन्होंने हमें बड़े अच्छे ढंग से कोऑपरेट किया और मैं तो ये कहती हूँ कि हम लोगों को इस बारे में जागृति होनी चाहिए कि हमें प्राइवेट में न जाके गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में जाके ये सुविधा लेनी चाहिए। आज एक दिन का हुआ मेरा ये पोता, इसको जो 2-3 किस्म के इंजेक्शन दवाइयाँ सारा फ्री में हुआ।
On the whole, we can say the program is going on successfully in Pathankot district of Punjab and benefiting the women and neonatals. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
Russia has said the re-imposition of all US sanctions on Iran is dealing another powerful blow to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. The Russian Foreign Ministry said in a statement that a new round of anti-Iran sanctions announced by Washington is aimed at undermining the consistent efforts of all parties to preserve the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. In China, at least 14 people were killed and 44 injured in a highway pile-up in northern Gansu province last night. The state-run China Daily today said the pile-up occurred after a heavy truck lost control and crashed into a line of vehicles waiting at a toll station on the Langchung Haikou Expressway. In badminton, India's Subhankar Dey will face fifth-seeded Briton Rajiv Usep in the men's singles final of the Saarlouis Open tournament at Saarbrücken in Germany today. In the semi-finals last night, Subhankar defeated China's Feng Po Yen 21-18, 11-21, 24-22 to book a place in the summit clash. Subhankar is the only Indian left in the tournament. In cricket, the first 2020 international of the 3-match series between India and the West Indies will be played at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata this evening. The match will begin at 7 p.m. Rohit Sharma will lead the Indian side in the absence of Virat Kohli. Rishabh Pant has been included in the squad in place of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Carlos Braithwaite will captain the visitors. After registering comprehensive victories against the Windies in both the Test and the ODI series, an upbeat Team India will look to continue their winning momentum in the shortest format as well. And now, before we close the headlines, once again, electioneering gains momentum for the first phase of Assembly elections in Chhattisgarh. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu says India and Zimbabwe must work harder to forge partnerships for a mutually beneficial and brighter future. Ayush Minister Sripad Yeso Naik stresses on the need for using modern technologies to promote Ayurveda in the country. Security beefed up around Sabrimala Shrine in Kerala in view of tomorrow's special puja. And in sports, Subhankar Dey to meet Britain's Rajiv Usep in the summit clash of the Saarlouis Open Badminton in Germany today. And in cricket, T20 match between India and the West Indies to be played in Kolkata this evening. For details of these stories and more, do log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And with that we end the Midday News.